Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another the Mods 9 Minecraft video. So, today, as you notice, we are still holding our Eternal Stella, which means we have completed a major process here that we need for the ATM star. So, we're going to go ahead and pop these bad boys back into our crafting here, and we're also going to get rid of all this stuff. And now, it is on time. It is now time to do something else. So we've done Forbidden and Arcanist, which of course we do have some other things we can do for this, like creating this armor, which is rather good unenchanted. And then of course we have some other things that we'll be able to craft through. And this, like I said, will take a significant amount of time to get because we have to get dragon scales from it. So of course, with that being said, we'll work on that as it comes. So blood magic, obviously, this is something that we have to kind of work towards over time. We have the ethereal slate here, which we will work through over the next couple of videos. But there's a lot more that we got to do for the ATM stars. You can tell we haven't really started much of anything yet. I still need to do the golden trees thing. Still need to get a dragon tooth, and then a bunch of other stuff as well. So we don't really have anything just yet to finish off any of these parts in the middle, which is okay. We're taking our time with it, which is kind of an important aspect to it. We still need to kind of work through the rest of this Twilight Forest here as well, which we will do in the near future. Blue Skies is obviously it's going to be something that we'll do, but it's not a necessity. Cataclysm is also something that we will continue working through. Each of these different bosses, which we'll get to it when we get to it. But we also need to start working on Ad Astra. So let's begin the process here of working towards the next major step. Apotheosis enchanting or apotheosis gear is something that I really want to kind of work towards as well, because I want to get more hearts, because right now I have quite a few. I don't actually know how many I have, and I think foodless shows me I need 4 more different types of food to get the next increase in hearts. So let's go ahead and head over here real quick. I want to take a gander. As you can see, I do have a bunch of stuff kind of in there, which is nice. Oh, I don't know if I actually showed you guys this. I set this up to auto craft. I might have done this on recording. I don't remember if I did this on recording or not, but I have I have a bunch of stuff right there specifically so that we can make sure that we're able to craft the right things and craft the stuff that we need to. Over the course of the next couple of videos, I will also be doing more stuff with the mystical gardens. What in the world? Why are all those purple? Hold on a minute. Oh, that's why they're all purple. Okay. Alrighty. I'm standing on radioactive waste here, and I'm not. Just love it. Let's see. What can we do? Honestly, there's really not much that I can think about right now, but I do want to check this. I don't have anything going on in there, so let's head to the temp home. Eventually it'll load. There we go. Beautiful. I don't know how close it is tonight, but that should be fine. So let's go ahead and head over to... I don't know where I want to go. Like I know I want to do something, but this is one of those like videos where I just don't have anything planned. You gonna load? Thank you. Maybe we can do... Have we not finished this one yet? What are we missing in here? Are we missing anything? Oh, we're missing building gadgets. Okay, so we're missing building gadgets. We're missing the beyond. Okay. And then we're missing the final template here, which is something we'll get from the dungeons in, oh boy, in the other, which I'm going to have to likely do that off recording because when I tell you it is laggy and it is hard to deal with, it is laggy and hard to deal with. Let's see. Let's take a gander here. We haven't really touched extreme reactors yet. We do absolutely need insanite blocks. Maybe we'll go, and just so that Wolf doesn't yell at me, I'm going to grab a nature compass here. I'm going to look up a swamp in the overworld here. Specifically because I do need to get lily pads, so I can make the lily pads of fertility for the mystical gardens we're going to be getting. So I need to collect a bunch of them. This will provide some significant growth for us for our for a bunch of different things, actually, not just one or two things like emeralds and all that stuff. But another thing I need to start looking into is I need to start looking into building up a nether spawner or a nether farm for nether stars, wither farm for the wither stars, nether stars. I am struggling to speak proper Minecraft right now. Oh boy. But I appreciate all of you guys coming and watching. I'll go ahead and say this at the beginning of the video. If you are new to the channel, thank you guys so very much for stopping by. My name is JawshyGG. Now, if you're not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Right now, we're aiming for 500 subs as our next major milestone. The big milestone, that big goal that we want to hit before the end of the year is 1,000. If we hit 1,000, we donate $1,000 to a charity organization of the community's choice. So if you have a charity organization that you would like us to donate to at the end of the year, leave a comment down in either here in this video or in any of my videos, to be exact, and let me know what charity, and we'll push out a poll closer to the end of the year. But the biggest thing I want to say is, right now, with our current goal being 500, if we hit 500 subscribers, I'll do another $50 Steam gift card giveaway, which we did do, and we did have a winner, and the winner did receive the $50, so that's always good. That's what I want to hear. What is going on down there? Anyway, yeah, definitely appreciate all of y'all, and I'm going to continue doing that. But I did want to also mention I am now going to start utilizing the Patreon for early access, as well as a new series that's going to go up, not just for supporters. It is going to be an edited series. So the idea of that series is that it's going to be, on a new game. I'm not going to spoil what game it is, because it'll come out to the public probably within 2 weeks after release of the initial of the videos. So every 2 weeks it'll populate up the video on the channel. And yeah, the idea here is that any monetary gain from Patreon or Discord, the money will go back into the community, whether that be through giveaways or charity donations. And that's the entire goal. Is I want to kind of build the foundation of this channel as I'm not doing this for a full-time job. I'm not doing this for monetary gain or monetary assistance or anything like that. I'm not trying to get extra money rolling in. The biggest thing I want is I just want to be able to provide as much support I can to whatever groups we decide to do the charity fundraiser for, or charity donation for. So definitely, if you are interested in pledging to the Patreon, or pretty much purchasing a membership on Discord, you can do so. The Discord link is in the description. Both links are in the description of this video, both being Discord as well as Patreon. And I did post a public announcement about it on the Discord. And I'm going to talk about it in videos, but I'm not really going to talk about it much more in Discord. But if you do pledge or subscribe to the $3.99 USD, so it's $3.99 USD, and if you do pledge or subscribe to that tier, which is the only tier, I'm not gonna put one up with a higher value or anything like that. If you do subscribe to that tier, you get early access to all videos that come out that are being released. You get exclusive, in the future, an exclusive Minecraft server, or exclusive gaming server, supporter game nights, where we will just get together and play things like, I don't know, like Uno, or, golf with friends, or like, fun, enjoyable game. And there might be times where I need somebody to play a game with for a video or for a series. And I will likely call, if I don't have any friends who are available to play, I'll likely call on the supporter community first before going live. And there is a wandering trader just hanging out in the swamp. Could help me swamp. Portal charm allows the user to use the portal quickly. Back at you, buddy. All right. Let's see. But yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't want to, try to sell it like I'm being a sellout or anything. I just wanted to make note of it to make it a little bit more known and understood to the community. The entire idea of it is not to, make a crazy monetary gain from it. If I wanted to do that, I would go about it a little bit differently. But the point being, I felt like, it doesn't hurt to try. And these will also, if we ever do get memberships on YouTube, like the join button on YouTube, it'll be the same thing for the join button on YouTube. We will just integrate all of that together. So pretty much if you sub on Twitch, Discord, or pledge on Patreon, you are going to be given the supporter role in Discord. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Hopefully, I guess I'll say this instead of hopefully. I don't expect people to pledge or to subscribe. And I would say the same thing on Twitch when I did stream over there. I'm not doing this to ask people to sub. I'm doing this to make people aware. Because if people aren't aware, people won't. But if people are, they might. And, if they do, so be it. It's cool. If not, so be it. It's cool. I'm not going to be upset either way. We have a great community, and I'm only wanting to grow. And I've gotten a lot of lily pads while I've been talking about this. I'm actually curious how many I've gotten. But we're going to clean this swamp out of lilies. Yeah. I think we've done pretty much just that, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I see one more. Oh, no, there's more over here. Ooh. But yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Nothing too crazy. And that's the last I'll talk about it in this video. But what is the Lilypad of fertility? If you've never played all the mods or whatever mod it comes from, or a mod pack that has whatever mod Lilypads of fertility is part of, you probably don't know what Lilypads of fertility are. And I can kind of explain it in this way. They will, I think they're actually mystical agriculture, if I'm not mistaken. They will pretty much increase the growth rate of your mystical agriculture gardens and farms. And the best way to build the farm, and I will show you guys how I build it at least. I don't think how I build it may not be the best way to build it. And I might get corrected by whoever is watching this that's made their own in the past, the best way to build it is, like a normal farm, like I have, not a normal farm, a 9x9 with a modular router and some type of, goodness gracious, there's so many of them. Some type of network adapter or network transmitter to transmit the stuff back. But we also need another device, which I will show you once we get back to the mining dimension. I'll kind of explain how it works, what you do with it, how you do with it, and why the modular router is important, especially with a specific activator or whatever the little parts are that go in the doohickey modular router, whatever they're called. I think we're good. We've gotten 352. I think we're good for right now. So let's go home, and I'll kind of show this to you. So a Lilypad of fertility, you can see right here, speeds up growth of crops. It's actually a reliquary, whatever that thing is called, reliquary. The idea is you can kind of see where you would put the Lilypads of fertility. And when I initially made these, I made these with a harvester pylon underneath, which I'm trying to show you, but there we go. Harvester pylon underneath with a 9x9 radius with an all-the-modium host. You have to have a hoe in the harvester pylon. What the harvester pylon does is it actually will send out the command or send out the click or the keystroke or whatever you want to call it for the hoe click, and that will actually degrade your hoe. So it's preferred to utilize an all-the-modium or better, anything that's indestructible, basically. And then above that, you see I have a modular router here with an activator module. And the reason I have the activator module, especially with the direction of down, is what that's going to do is that's going to activate upon hoe click, or basically pull upon hoe click and then push down the remnants right here into our chest that you put on top. So when you when you set down a harvester pylon, the first thing the harvester pylon will basically say is, hey, you need to have a hoe in here, or you need to have a chest on top. It won't work without a chest on top. So why are the Lilypad of fertility important, and what's the growth rate for these particular types of, like, the different types of seeds? So you can kind of see it depends solely on what you have total within your actual farm. The first and foremost, the farmland itself. The better the farmland, the better the growth rate. So if we go back over here to resources under mystical agriculture, you can see the inferium farmland is a tier 1. It's not going to tell you the exact growth percentage. You see the tier 2, tier 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Obviously, having tier 6 would be the best, but tier 6 can be very expensive because to make one of these, you need 1 insanium essence per farmland. So if you're going to have 9x9, you would need a total of 80 blocks. And you may be wondering, why did I set it up in this way where there's, obviously, like that harvester pylon, there's water in there. So you can see the water right there, right? So the harvester pylon, that water will reach basically a 9x9. Like it'll reach this entire section, or a 4x4, I should say. So it'll go 4 this way and 4 this way. So this is technically does not need this outer layer of water. Why did I make it? Well, that's because when we make the Lilypads of fertility, well, that's going to require Lilypads as well as what is called fertile essence. Fertile essence requires a couple different resources that you collect throughout the world, mostly from mobs, if not all from mobs. And basically, you need a rib bone, a catalyzing gland, some green dye, which is like the only thing you don't get from mobs, and then slime pearl. So that's where the simulation chamber and loop fabricator comes into play. Because if I hover over this, I have, let's see, I have one rib bone, which you can technically get this. I mean, you can get this from a skeleton druid or a skeleton. Catalyzing gland, I have 4. Slime pearl, I don't think I have any. I have 1. So, or no, it would have showed me that I didn't have any. Anyway, the only one I don't have is the green dye. And to make green dye, it's pretty simple. We just come back over here, click this, and you either get a green shimmering mushroom from somewhere or another. Basically pick up some of these mystical green flowers, which if you're in the mining dimension, there are plethoras of them spread throughout the world right here. Point being, you need 1 of each of those, right? So you need, you need 1 of each of these to make 1 fertile essence. To make a lily pad of fertility, you need 3 fertile essences. So what we can do here, we're going to make a couple more simulation chambers and a couple more loot fabricators. And the only thing we're missing from this is, of course, the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to make a couple of those. The only thing we're missing out of this is this one, which is the redstone comparator, which now we can make the simulation chamber, which we do need 1 more, which I can probably just make a couple of those. Make 3 of those, and then we also need them for this one. So we'll make some more. We'll make a couple of those. So 1, 2, and then we'll make 3 of these. Okay, I guess we'll make 2 of these because we don't have any more netherite ingots, which is fine because we can make a stack of 64 right there, and then we can of course make the 3rd one right there. Cool. I'm really glad anyway, so the reason I want to make some more simulation chambers and loot fabricators is because if we are going to quantum entangloporter, there we go. I can come over here to universal. We have this. We can come over here. Let's just do this on this side right here. And we can basically plop down the quantum entangloporter right here and set it for energy. And then we'll do this right here. And then 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because the idea here is I'm going to pull what I am making out of here. Pull what I'm making out of here, push them into here, and then also pull the these right here out and put in more prediction matrices. So to do this in a efficient manner, since we are in a position where I can technically dig down, I'm going to do this right here. And we're going to grab this dirt. We're going to fill that hole in because I don't... Actually, no, I wanted to go down 1 more. Good eye, dirt. Thanks for breaking apart like you did. Okay. Okay. So now, this right there will be like that, okay? Cool. All right. So, pretty simple. So now these all have power. At least they will whenever I set this to push power out. Energy, output, auto eject on. Boom. Now all of them have power. And now a thing that I do want to verify here real quick, since we just placed up 6 more machines that each take 1 million power. We go down to our fission reactor, and I'm going to check this right here out. So this right here, really, there was like nothing that came out of this. But I do have these right here, which I will likely move whenever I make a couple more. But regardless, let's take a gander at what else we're going to need here for this. So what we'll do is we will do network, and then we have a bunch of network transmitters. We only need 1, and we only need 1 network card. And the reason for this is because we're going to plop this network right here and we're going to do, oh wait, that's not the right one. I was incorrect in that assumption. We only need this one. There we go. Boom. And now we'll do that. Did I? Hold on. What? I thought I grabbed the network. That was weird. I'm pretty sure I grabbed the network receiver. I thought I grabbed the network receiver the first time. Anyway, so we will come over here and plop this in there, and then we will do this. Loot fabricators. We're obviously going to need another one of those because the idea here is we will take some logistic cables. Oops. We will plop them down right there. Actually, no. There's actually a different way of having to do that now that I remember. We need to do exporters. Exporters will pull, we'll open up our refined storage, just make sure. Used to push items from your system into a block, so we actually need importers. I'm learning, guys, I'm sorry. So we need 3 of these. Let them craft. We actually will need some exporters as well. Because I want to go in here and do prediction. Basically make a bunch of these. Importers. We got 3 of these, and we should have that one exporter now. Boom. All right, cool. So now, cool. Okay. So the exporters, what they will do is they will pull, or the importers, what they will do is they will pull what is finalized right there out into the system. We don't need any importers or exporters for these, but we will need some exporters for these right here. We will need exporters and importers for these. So the best way I'm going to do this is I'm actually just going to plop, 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 and then I'm going to do this, where I put prediction matrices right there, prediction matrices right there, and prediction matrices right there. And then what that will do is that will pull prediction matrices that I create. And we'll need another network receiver. And I want to actually do this since I am being difficult with this. Yeah, no, I don't even have to do that. I just got to do this right here. Boom. I don't got to be all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, but... And so what I will do is I will grab this bad boy. And then now we'll go back to our systems right here. Go into one that's not being used. We'll plop it in. We'll grab a sign. And then we will make sure. This is one thing that I had to learn really quickly early on. Or like I had to learn really quickly late into my game and do all the mods 8. To basically, because I was having some issues with the network adapter and network receivers not communicating properly. So I ended up having to go back and like basically redo all of them just so that I could rename them so that if something stopped working, because I had a couple cases where stuff would stop working. Anyway, so now we have that. And then each of these, once I pop in a, what's it called? I genuinely, once I plop in a data model into any of these, which I can show you real quick, data model, we have a advanced magma cube one, which if I pop it in right there, it'll immediately pull 64 in, but we can take it out. We're not going to let it run just yet because I need to do a couple more things to be able to kind of get this to work appropriately. So the next thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to send up the simulation or the the predictions to our loot fabricators. And to do that, there's a couple different ways we can do this. We can do it through a logistical cable, or we can do it through a similar fashion with the network receiver, where we put three importers on top to pull the stuff back into our system, and then set up three exporters on the front here to push in individual network predictions. But we would need to get the predictions to be able to do that first. So of course we're going to need a couple things. So if we go back to our Lilypad of fertility, if I want to get rib bones, I need skeleton predictions, which that's the only way I can get those. Catalyzing glands, a little bit different. You have fire beetles, ghasts, and creepers. With the slime pearl, it's just slimes. So I have to do a couple different things here. Get a couple different ones. I know I have the ghast one in here, which in theory I could pull it out. But I remember in I think it's all the mods 8. I think all the mods 8 could do this, but I could technically, in theory, or at least I thought I could during that, is I could actually craft these with generalized predictions and a couple other things. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that's the case anymore in this one. I might just be misremembering. I might need to go back to all the mods 8 and test that. But let's go ahead and grab these real quick, and actually we will move these over to our new zone, because I'd much rather have this in a new zone, and then build another one, and then all that other stuff. Anyway, doesn't have to be perfectly even right now, but so we need one more exporter and one more importer. So exporter, so we'll craft one more of these. Importer, we'll craft one more of these. Okay. And then of course, when I start adding more to it, it'll work out a little bit better. We can go ahead and throw those in there. And of course, we're going to need a lot of prediction matrices for this. A lot. So what I may do, since in theory I could wait, what? I did that backwards. Why didn't you guys say something? I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, there we go. Anyway, in theory, I could do where's the rest of my? Wow, did I really only have 3 left? Because I need to. Wait, what? Oh, goodness gracious. I don't have any left. Never mind. That's fine. I can make some. I'm honestly surprised I have yet to make these as auto craft, like set these up for auto crafting. Like I'm a little disappointed in myself. Anyway, I don't know why I undid all of those. It didn't make any sense. Anyway, point that I could make right here is I could technically, let me go ahead and throw my ghast in here. Let it pull predictions. Let me make some more prediction matrices real quick. See how many of these I can make. Wow, that's good. I guess. Do I have enough to make? I do have enough to make that. Then you'll see this will make. So A big thing about this will stop once the generalized nether predictions or the generalized predictions hit 64. Now I'm going to do this, and then I could, in theory, do this right here. And what that will do is when I do that, that will import, it should at least. Wait, no, I need the exporter. Let me do glass panes first, then we will go from there. And then now let's make 4 exporters. Because that's all we need, because we won't need any, not yet at least. Maybe. But basically, once the issue that I have, and I'm not entirely sure if it will, I don't know if it will start pulling prediction matrices or if it will only pull the generalized nether predictions and the predictions that come from it. I don't know if it'll pull everything when I put an exporter in. I could, in theory, just put, hey, this is the only thing you're going to export. This is the only thing you're going to, or import. This is the only thing you're going to import, et cetera, et cetera. Let's go ahead and just do that. Why don't we? And then we'll, I'm missing 1 slime. Are you serious right now? Tell me I'm missing a slime. You're a joke. Slime. That's funny. I remember the day I was missing a slime. I was missing slimes. Anyway. Exporter's still not done. Oh my goodness. Oh, probably because it's still making a bunch of glass. I guess, oh, there we go. We will need more cables then. I don't know how many cables we have. But basically, the idea here is I will basically say this is the only thing that you will export. That you will... No, this is the wrong... You guys let me do it again. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know why I did. Anyway, okay. So now we'll do this. Now this... Yeah, okay. We need the importers. There should be... Those are being made right now, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Wait, is that 8%? Oh, 90%. Okay. Oh, I'm so backwards today. It's fine, though. It's fine. Everything's fine. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Cool. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So now you will import this back into the system. You will whitelist. So now what will happen is if I do grab this and then do this, and then once I do cables, technically I only need 1 cable, and I'm only going to connect to this one. I don't like that, but whatever. Just we'll do like that because it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? But you can see, yep, you see right there, it pulled all of the generalized predictions up and out. And that's basically going to sit them in there. And then now what it should do, in theory, if I do this right here, it should pull all the predictions that I have for gas in here. And now what we'll do is we'll do catalyzing glands, and we'll only keep that as catalyzing glands. And these will not pull any predictions in. So not until we, of course, get the other predictions, which means we need more data models. But here's the thing. We need a ridiculous amount of prediction matrices to be able to do this. In my All the Mods 8 series, I ended up having like well over 20,000 at one point because I was doing so many emeralds and everything like that. But you can see it moved the catalyzing glands. So now if we go here, you can see we have 12 catalyzing glands. Beautiful. So now what we'll do is let's go ahead and craft 1, 2, 3, 4 data models. And the reason for 4 is because we need to grab a skeleton, a slime, and a creeper. I don't think I have any. I only have a magma cube, which is fine. It is nighttime right now, so this would probably be the best time to do this. Let's not go to Sunken City. I did that again. we'll go temp home, and we'll go up here and we will see if we can find some skeletons. Stop hitting me so I can right click you. And then you can see it does fit 4 data models in it, which is perfect. If only I could actually aim, that'd be great. Thank you. But also, as you know, it does take a couple, as you can see, 6 kills, quote unquote, to get what we need. So next thing we're going to need is a creeper. Okay, creeper. This one's probably going to be the hardest to a degree. Because the slime, we just got to go back to a swamp. And then kind of just wait for it. Yo, is that a skeleton? That is a skeleton. In full armor. Wowza. That was some armor right there, wasn't it? Let's see. Surprisingly, I hadn't seen any creepers. Normally they're all over the place. Yeah. We'll just keep on flying around until we find them. But this is pretty much the gist of how you make the lily pads. Oh, it's this building. Oh, this is the one with all these guys in them, which I don't want to deal with right now. I could easily, but I just don't want to. I feel like that's pretty understandable. A little disappointed that I haven't seen any creepers. I might just be completely overlooking them. Now there is one in there, but I really don't want to deal with just getting that one creeper. Here's a creeper. All right, so we'll do that. We have to do this quickly. Don't kill yourself before I can throw this in there. There we go. Cool. Okay. So we have 3 skeletons done and 1 creeper done. Of course, it's going to take some time, but this is pretty much the. Hey, look. Nice. This does take some time, but it's pretty much easy once you get the simulation chamber running. It's better in theory. It's better overall to get them like advanced or higher, not just basic. But with timing sakes, I'm not too worried about it. I can always go get more sand, as you can see, turn that sand into glass, turn that glass into glass panes, and then make more prediction matrices. That's not an issue for me. The issue is being able to find all these little bad boys to take out to get it to even basic. Oh, 1 in gold armor. Wow, you guys are getting 2 actually. That was a heavy hitter, wasn't it? Did he die too? Did that even count? I guess. I'm not sure. Got a lot of these skeletons just chilling in armor. Maybe I should grab some sand while I'm here, huh? It's fine. This is a normal explorative journey. Requires a lot of it's a requirement, really, honestly, at this point. Make sure that you have, some resources coming in. Thankfully, I don't know if it was like this in All the Mods 8, but I never got sand from the mining dimension in All the Mods 8. So I think that with it going to All the Mods 9, and I think an update for the mining dimension and the different dimensions like that, I think now getting sand with the quarry it's huge. It's helped out so much. I don't have to go out and collect a bunch of sand nonstop. So We're going to grab our nature compass again, which we already have. And we'll head in the direction of the swamp, which really isn't that far away. What? There we go. Yeah, we'll head in the direction of the swamp while we're also looking for more of these guys. Thankfully, I think each slime counts even before breaking apart. So like the big slime will be 1. Then you have the 2 smaller slimes come out. That'll be 3 once you take those 2 out. Then the 4 smaller slimes come out. And I think they count as individual numbers too. So you could technically take out 1 slime and get, well, get your thing from faulty to basic pretty quickly. But it's just finding the slime has always been the struggle for me. So I don't know if the other types of creepers count. I don't know if I want to test that right now. I wonder if that's a illager outpost. I wonder if one of those battleships or warships would work. Do I have one around me? Probably not, because I'm not in the ocean. Let's go to the swamp real quick, and we'll check to see if there are any slimes there that we can take out while we're here. And then we will adjust. But the idea here is once we get these set up, we can push those through. We're going to have plenty of catalyzing glands. Wait, we don't need the creeper. I only need the skeleton and the good. I only need the skeleton and the slime, because I forgot that's what the ghast is for. But of course, if I want to change that up from catalyzing glands to, I think you get more catalyzing glands with a creeper anyway. No, you get 2 for each. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Yeah, so we'll just deal with it. But I think I went past the swamp. See if there's any slimes in here. So we just need the slime and the skelly. Crocodile? Maybe. Let's see here. I don't think slimes will spawn during. I've always gotten mixed answers when I've asked this. Slimes can spawn at daytime, but the light level has to be a certain level or lower, I believe. I genuinely haven't only ever had slime spawn at nighttime. So I don't know. Let's see. Do we have any? I mean, there's technically a warship right here, or a ship right there. Can't remember if it's a warship or not, but I mean, I've had plenty of slime spawning during the day. It's only halfway through the day. Oh, goodness gracious. This is one of those times where having one of those little spell things would be very beneficial. It would also be very beneficial to have a slime bee, but I'm not that worried about it. It's not a very big swamp. There's a skeleton right there, though. I am all here for. Where are you at, little buddy? Probably underground. This is cool. What? Anyway, okay. Anyway, let's we'll just hang out over here and see what happens. I'm sure there will be a slime spawn somewhere over here. Where's the next closest swamp? Which actually, this part over here is taiga. This is basically just the swamp right here. It's kind of sad. It's a pretty sad swamp. I think there's another swamp to my southwest. If I can't, or southwest. If I can't find any, actually it might be to my northwest. If I can't find any in this, if none spawn in this swamp, we'll just have to look around a little bit further. There's plenty of other swamps. Didn't mean to do that. Whatever. The whole tab thing kind of throws me off. I'm so used to other games now. We're going to put you right there. And then we'll just wait, hopefully, for a slime to spawn. We should have some skellies spawning up once it becomes dark enough. Basically nighttime. But yeah, so this is fun. So how's life? Everybody doing well? You're eating, you taking care of yourself? You eat dinner tonight? Good job. Proud of you. If you didn't, eat dinner. I don't know. But yeah, so we'll just have to kind of go with it and wait at this point. I don't really think there are any ways for me to speed this up without going back and collecting some stuff to make a night potion or whatever the crap the thing is called, night magic or whatever it's called. But I think in theory we should have slime spawning here soon. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Please. I really don't want to go around to another swamp. There's a bass down there. That gave me some bones. A bucket of lava. And some arrows. Very nice, very nice. Alright. There's another wandering trader that just spawned. Bubble, coral block, onion. What in the world? That was weird. Anyway, what is that over there? There was a icon, a red icon. Vengeance spirit? Something like drown and die? Like what? That's weird. Anyway, so it's not a very large area that we have to cover, thankfully. So if a slime does spawn, we should be able to find it pretty quickly. I wonder when... well, sun hasn't gone down completely yet, so... Oh, wait. Have I gone to bed in 3 days? Because this could be a potential problem. A necromancer? Where are you at, buddy? Where's this necromancer at? Oh, he's over here. I don't see him. He's right there. I don't know. I don't see him. Spruce creeper? Spider? But no slimes. No skellies. No slimes and no skellies. Kind of disappointing. I'm sure a slime will spawn eventually, right? Please. Some skellies, yay. So those are going to be over here. Over here. That dude has an enchanted bow. How very kind of you. So there's those two out of the way. Do we have any slime spawning in yet? No, we do not. Kind of disappointing. Huh. It kind of looks like I'm going to have to go to... Okay, so it is basic. Does kind of look like I'm going to have to go to a... another swamp here because it doesn't appear like any slimes. Those are wraiths. What is a necromancer then? Anyway, It's a little heartbreaking. I was hoping to have some slime spawn in. I don't know what the distancing is for how slime spawn in. I don't think there's any significant like distance that you have to be away from them. Slimes have always been the bane of my existence when it comes to spawning. At this point, it's just one of those like, hey, it'll spawn if it spawns, and it probably won't. Type of situations. Then I just have to kind of roam around and find another swamp and go from there. But I don't think I'm gonna see any slime spawning in because it appears like there are everything is basically here that is going to be staying here. So maybe I gotta just take some of these guys out real quick, see if any other mobs spawn in real quick. Just give that a gander, shall we? All right. Maybe now. There's a witch. Where's the witch? There's the witch. All right. Slimes, hello, please. Please spawn. Slimes. Slimos. Slime boys. Slime boyos. Oops. Slime? No, no slime. No slime. Very sad. No slime. So I guess I'll just have to do... Guess I'll just have to go find another swamp. It is what it is. We'll go back home. We'll throw the skeleton one in the simulation chamber. We'll let that one kind of start doing its thing. Because it's a benefit. It definitely is going to be... It was this one. Yep. Boom. Definitely is going to be a little challenging, a little annoying to deal with, but alas, we should be okay. Obviously, it'll fail multiple times before it actually succeeds, just because of the fact that it's going to take some time. So the next one, in the next video, we're going to go back and we're going to look for more swamps so that we can find some slimes in hopes that we can actually get ourselves where we need to get to. Yeah. So hopefully this simulation chamber loot fabricator combination thing that we got going on here works efficiently enough for us. I think it will, for especially what we're trying to do, and we can always expand it outwards. The biggest concern I'm going to have for the foreseeable future here is the power consumption. Because if we come back to our fission reactor and we go over to this, we were at 330. It's really not using that much power. We're at 332, and if I really need to, I can turn the I can absolutely turn the reactor over here back on, because I have 6.3 million stored away right there and 6.3 million stored away in there. So yeah, I think that'll be fine. But yeah, so thank you guys so very much for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Remember to subscribe if you're not already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do differently to make these videos more enjoyable for you guys. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.